Hello everybody, WheatyWaffle here with part 3 of our City Skylines Let's Play. Last part we expanded our residential area a little bit, and today I want to focus on finishing up our starting tile so that we can start to expand outward. Before we get started, I want to remind you to hit that like button if you're enjoying what you see, and subscribe to keep up with all of my casual city building games. So we're back in what is currently named the City of Westfield. Actually, let's go ahead and pause this just so that I'm not spending... Well, actually, we're making money. Let's leave it on pause. See what happens. What I'm thinking today is I do want to fill out the rest of kind of the square area here, as well as maybe reach around a little bit and come back this way some. And just kind of fill out, the remaining areas in this island. We might leave this for now. I'm not entirely sure what I would want to put over in this little edge here, but for now I know that if we can fill both of these areas, then we'll be ready in the next part to expand outward. So I'm thinking, really probably one of the easiest ways to begin filling this area out, since we have such a high demand for residential, would be to go ahead and road all of this up. I'm thinking this here is definitely residential, probably half of this is going to be residential, and then maybe even bringing something up this way. So we're going to jump into a quick time lapse. I'm going to lay out these roads and then I'll come back for some more commentary. Okay, so I've kind of finished out what I'm thinking will be the road layout. I really kind of enjoy kind of the neighborhood feel of like these kind of areas. Now my thinking here is that I want to leave some kind of barrier right here with the trees that will cross along this main road running this way, as well as this road running this direction, because what I want to be mindful of is, one, these roads are going to have decent traffic just because they're accessing and delivering to these two different industrial areas. But I also want to make sure that with the traffic on these roads, I'm not disturbing kind of the peace of these neighborhoods. And I definitely don't want someone using this road as a shortcut, which actually looking at it, I can tell you right now they're going to. So why don't we actually cut this back, and instead we'll just kind of continue on with this theme of going forward and doing these little T-junctions. I think that'll work. Yeah, that way this is more of a neighborhood now, and it's you enter the neighborhood one way, there's maybe a secondary exit, but there's not a pass-through to the other industrial areas. All right, and then let's see if I have... We don't yet have... I will actually upgrade some of these neighborhood roads into... This is one of the mods I have on here, the 2-lane suburban street. So you'll notice when I upgrade this, it just kind of takes away all of the detailing. In a lot of, at least American suburban neighborhoods, you don't usually have, the lane marker in between. So this just looks more realistic. All right. Oh, I have no more money. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's unpause. Oh, crap. Actually, hold on. I've disconnected the power, and now we have no money. All right, let's unpause really quickly. Let's see if we can get this to go up. There we go. There we go. You now have power. Everyone's connected up. Okay. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I wanted to upgrade. Well, now I'm realizing we have no money, so actually we're not gonna upgrade anymore until we make some more money. So let's slow this back down. We do have a need for some more commercial, and like I said before, I actually want to fill out both of those areas, this area, I think this kind of like side road almost, maybe up to here. And then at this point, I actually want to create a park back here. We'll get rid of that one so we can put a path there as well. But I kind of want this area with this rock to be a park. And actually, you know what? We're not going to need all this zoning right now. But I do also think that I would want to come maybe this way a little bit. And just bring it down, because it'll be next to the park. It kind of gives this area kind of a hub, similar to how this section here is. We are having some sewage problems, but we're going to jump back into looking at that in a second once we lay down some of this residential. So this road, busy road. We want to be careful with how much we're putting there. I think we'll fill in these sections here. I'm going to leave an extra space at the end just because we want to be careful with all the noise pollution. Let's go ahead and fill these out. I don't like these little one tiles though. They just don't, I don't think they fit too well. We're going to leave this blank. I might even do a little bit more work on the trees just so that this stays as a good road for all this traffic. We have so many trucks that I don't want to put a bunch of residential and then they'd be stuck with high noise complaints. We will cover, I think, all of this section here. All of this for sure. This as well. Again, this will be a park, so we're going to end that there. But I do think we might be able to squeeze just a touch more of zoning if we did something like that. I actually hate that. So, you know what? Ignore what I just did. I think that's perfect. Okay, so now we have this area finished. They're missing power and water. We're gonna get you power and water, I promise. Let's go ahead. I think all of this we can fill. We'll take off the main road, but we'll have them kind of in this back area where this neighborhood sits. And then I do think instead of making this commercial, kind of like the rest, I know it's on a larger road, but I kind of want to like really lean into the residential in this spot. Okay, so now we have a few neighborhoods. They'll actually start helping connect everything up with water and power. Let's just make sure the rest of this section is filled out. Okay, great. Now, water and sewage are both running low. Let's see if we ever put that budget back. Yeah, that budget's back at 100. So let's go ahead. We definitely need sewage. The people on this side of the island have been complaining for a second. So if we can just quickly get them situated, we'll put this down, go ahead and connect this up, and actually we just disconnected power. Okay, so we have more than enough sewage, and I'm realizing now we're actually going to need power sooner in a second. Okay, and then water availability. There we go. So now we're totally fine on water and on sewage. What we're not fine on is power. So let's go back to this power menu. We're just on the edge. Okay, ideally we would do one of these advanced wind turbines. So let's speed this up and then we will see if we can get some money coming in. I'm realizing we never filled out this area. Oh, perfect. All right, so we're at 23,000. We can actually afford more power. So we're just going to put that right next to this one. And I might as well just put a third. Busy town. All right, so 3,400 people. Oil industry, tourism. We have some more policies. Encourage biking is definitely one that I want to do. And we have the new beautification roads. That's perfect. We don't really have the funds for it right now, but I would love to go through and give our neighborhoods just some better roads, especially with the ones with the trees. They're noise reducing. The trees capture some of that noise and make it so that you don't have to worry so much about upsetting the residents. So we can put these closer to our businesses that are producing so much noise, and that will help us. Geothermal. Okay, so we do have some kind of other power option. How much does a geothermal plant cost? $65,000. Good Lord. So what I want to do, we have a little bit of cash, and we're going to start to run out of space here any second. So I think what we'll do is we could take this and expand further out, or we could come to this side of the river here. If I bought this tile, oh yeah, we'd have tons of land we could work on, and we would have more here, but I do think that the cost of the bridge spanning this much water is something we can't support with 45,000. So let's go ahead and buy this plot of land. We can afford, or we can unlock more, but I don't think we can afford to do that. And now with this wonderful trumpet interchange, we'll need to construct an additional interchange somewhere, but now we have all of this land to work on. I think before we go too far, let's check all of our services and just make sure everybody is where they need to be, and then once we've seen where we're at, we can figure out what our next move should be. I'm realizing now, high school, we're going to need in a minute, but I guess we could put one in here before things get too crazy. I mean, we could put one kind of along this busy road, or we could put it facing this avenue. We could put it right along the main road. We have to delete 2 houses for that, but now we have 1,000 capacity. We'll make this into a park, and then I might actually make another interchange here, and we can begin to work on expanding our suburbs over. So let's go ahead and get a park in here, just up the land value, and we'll upgrade our buildings, bring in more people, and then we will move over to the other side of the map. Okay, I like the shape of that. I was going to connect this area over to this side, but I almost want to leave it open like that. I know it's not the most efficient route. I mean, connecting this to here would really cut down on this commute. And this, I think, only just makes it longer, but I really like the way it looks. I did want to maybe try, now that we know I'm not going to actually expand that area, let's undo what I just did there. Let's see if we can make this look a little bit better. I actually want to get rid of those white little crossing marks. Oh yeah. Okay, that looks beautiful. I love how many people are already using it. That's so fun. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start detailing this, but I think I might just do a light detailing now, and I'll actually finish the whole thing once we get to part 4. We will put in some, we have 54,000, so we'll put in some of these little park amenities just to up the level and make this a nice place to be. We'll put a bathroom, what was this? Bathroom, a cafe, and a plaza. I think we'll consider this area over here to be more of the entrance. So we're going to put in the, I believe this is the info booth, as well as a larger plaza as well. We can't do any of these waterfront things. I do think this side though should also have a bathroom. There we go. So now we have a beautiful park. Again, I'll detail this before our next part, but what I do want to do is just clear, like make sure this land is nice and smooth, clear some things, get this, just smooth out some of these harsher lines that we have. Okay. So now we've got this new area built out. Let's go ahead and make sure we've given it its own zoning. So I'm actually going to include, I think this area, what we'll do is we'll bring this up and over like this. This can be one of our districts, but then this other district is actually going to include all of this here. So we are having a few rotating bubbles popping up about garbage. I thought we were okay. We've used 56%. I think there's probably just not enough trucks to reach everything we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down one more of these landfills. And we'll hopefully deal with that problem. And now let's move over to this side because now I want to add an interchange to this highway and we can expand this. Since this area over here is so large, I actually think I do want to take this highway up. It might be something that we'll come up and maybe scoot over to one of the sides and then end somewhere. But I mean, we have so much space that we can use on both of those sides that I don't want to turn this immediately into an avenue. So there's our highway, future highway. There's no need for it to be a highway just yet. Put a little bridge in here. I think we'll put the bridge, let's turn off stick to ground. I think we'll put the bridge here. I think 8 will be enough. Okay, great. It's not the prettiest thing. Actually, if we were to come in and maybe just like pull, nope, it looks great. I love it. It's fantastic. I wouldn't change anything. Okay, so now this is connected up. I think I want to, well, let's see. Do we have any resources over here we could start messing with? We've got some forest, but like not really. I wasn't planning to do this, but what if we connected this up? Okay. It's kind of a weird square. But we connect this up. Maybe we bring this down 30 units. Okay. And I think we plant just tons of trees. Okay. So now we have this whole forest area, which will allow us to go ahead and start using, I think I want to use the actual industry DLC. So that's woodland. And then, now that we've marked that as an industry zone, we can begin to add in some industry elements. So, to do this industry, we need to place the forestry main building. It sets an unassigned industry areas type of forest industry and allows its level progression. So let's go ahead and place this. How much is it? 20,000 bucks. Yeah, we'll place it right there. Okay, so now we've unlocked this forestry industry. We have a sawmill, we have a small tree plantation, and a small log yard. So what we need to do, we are just going to be barely able to afford this. We'll need to put down these tree farms, which will produce trees. You can see the green icon in the corner. And then we'll take those trees, we'll take them to a sawmill and produce some raw goods with them. And then once this good is created, we can ship that out, we can store it, we can ship it out, and that will bring some income to our city. But I think what we'll do is we have very little funds left. So let's just quickly try to connect this up. We'll bring this straight on over. All right, so now it is connected up. People can get to this, which is great. And I think in the next part we'll do is we'll build this out. This building here will provide some opportunity for workers, but we do need more. So next time we'll try to build this out as much as we can. We might have to take out an additional loan. I want to begin filling out this area with some more residential and commercial industries, so we can be making some extra money, because this is a struggle right now. But guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, again, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my content and be up to date for when I post new videos, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next part.